So what's going on, everybody? JA News. Salute to you for tuning in. So you know how we get down over here. We're going to be jumping into all of the latest updates here from the sneaker world. Now, coming up this month, we got a big release going down coming up May 24th. The sneaker, which I'm sure you guys have probably heard about a couple of times now. Of course, we're talking about the white cement 4. So although we are just about a week out from the official release date, I did want to make note that it looks like we do have raffles beginning to surface, so we're going to touch on that. And then for our main story, it looks like Jordan Brand, they are planning a surprise release, or can we call this one a shock drop? And it's coming up very soon, probably not the release that you're thinking of, so stay tuned for all the details. Guys, if you enjoy these updates, make sure you smash the like button down below. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all been slacking a lot lately. I can't do it without everybody's support, so make sure you go and smash the like button down below for the only daily sneaker news show here on YouTube. And to begin, we're gonna go ahead and start with a controversial statement. This comes from former NBA All-Star Jeff Teague, who recently had a little podcast appearance. I'm not sure if it's his own show or if he was a guest, but essentially they were talking about a topic discussing the worst Jordans of all time, in which he said something kind of blasphemous, which he said that the Jordan 12s were the worst Jordans of all times. Like, we're talking about Jordan 12s, so many iconic colorways, from the taxis to the flu games to the playoffs. Like, I don't know how bruh could have said that, but my guess is they must have been having a discussion about like the worst Jordans 1 through 14, because I can think of a whole lot more Jordans that are worse than the 12s. But when we think of Jordans 1 through 14, I guess most people, well, at least years back, probably would have said like the Jordan 2s, but now that we think about it, Jordans 1 through 14, like, I really have nothing bad to say about any of those pairs, and I would definitely have a difficult time picking the worst Jordan. So let me know, do y'all feel like Jeff Teague was bugging for saying that? And out of models 1 through 14, what do you guys feel like is the worst Jordan of all time? So of course, yesterday we did have a big Travis Scott release going down. We can't forget about that, which coming up actually tomorrow is the official release date via the sneakers app for the new Zoomfield Jacks. This is the new Leche Blue colorway, which I said on record, I feel like when we're referring to this specific Travis Scott model, this is the best colorway which we've seen released so far. So of course, in typical Travis Scott fashion, ahead of tomorrow's sneakers app release, he did release these joints a little bit early via his website, shoptravisscott.com. And based off the success of this drop right here, it seems like a lot of people had W. So it seems like a lot of invoices went out, so much that I even saw some people telling me that they actually passed on them even though they did get the invoice. So as far as this one, maybe one of the lesser in-demand Travis Scott sneaker releases that we've seen so far, but you know, huge congratulations to everybody that has success. I would say these have definitely grown on me. They're not a bad shoe by any means necessary, and for years now people have been looking to get their hands on Travis Scott releases. So I would say any W off of his website is definitely a huge W, and don't let the haters, you know, say that them joints ain't cool or whatever. So huge success on that one. Congrats to everybody that copped that one right there, and good luck for everybody going for those tomorrow, or I guess on the 17th via the sneakers app. Yeah, coming up here on the 17th. Now, I did also want to mention we had Nike drop the KD18. This one they're calling DMV Drive. Now, I thought this one was noteworthy to mention, you know, based off the fact that this is a sneaker which is a play off the classic Nike Air Bacon, you know, one of the standout releases back from the 90s, which I always like to refer to as like the golden era of Nike basketball. So this is cool. When Nike pays homage to classic releases, you could put this right up there with, say, like them LeBron 21s that were based off the Deion Sanders joint. So I think these are a hot shoe. We did see these actually released via Nike, DSG, Foot Locker, all kind of different websites, pretty much everywhere you name it, coming in at $150. So just kind of curious to know if anybody had their eyes on those, maybe potentially pulled the trigger. And we got official images here loaded up on Nike. This is the Lil Yachty Nike Air Force One, It's Us. So this will be the follow-up to that very first Concrete Boy Air Force One. You know, the plain Jane joints in the simple white and navy color. As far as this pair right here, with official images loaded up to the app, you guys already know they're going to be releasing via sneakers very soon, May 22nd to be specific. Now, when comparing this one to the first iteration, it seems like this is one that a lot more people are fond of. And in my opinion, you know, the bright, colorful tones definitely kind of scream that Lil Yachty energy that we were expecting from his official Nike collaboration. Almost kind of like giving Caribbean vibes, you know, with like the whole green and yellow color scheme. But then, of course, you got the little red in there, you know, to kind of set it off. So I would say these joints are definitely nice. This is one that's on my radar, retailing for $130. Some people were even saying best Air Force One of the year. And I would say I'm probably actually not mad at that statement. So let me know if any of y'all are checking for that one right there. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into today's fit of the day, which, by the way, if anybody wants to ever be featured here in this segment, all you simply got to do is just tag me on social media, whether it's X, whether it's over on the gram, and you could be showcased here in this segment. Now, stepping up today, we got Lil Yachty, which speaking of his new Concrete Boy Air Force Ones, he's rocking them on feet with an interesting polo, which also bears that same logo, paired up with a little pair of camo shorts. I feel like he went crazy with this fit right here. I'm not saying I could pull this off or anything like that, but I feel like Yachty definitely did his thing. The only thing I'm wondering, like, why is Lil Yachty looking like he's a little kid, which his mom forced him to like take a fit pic before they head to church or something in this pic? Like, why is he mugging like that, bro? Like, Lil Yachty, if everything's safe out there, bro, just go ahead and blink twice, man, if you're in trouble or anything like that. So as far as today's fit of the day, I'm rocking with it. Yachty sometimes wears some questionable fits, but that's just because, you know, he likes to experiment, you know, take risks with things. And as far as this one, I feel like he definitely pulled it off. I'm not saying I could rock it, but yeah, I feel like bro definitely did his thing. So jump in the comments, get this one a rating 0 out of 10. And with those quick updates out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and jump here into our main stories, which coming up May 24th. We're just a little week out from the drop. We have the Jordan 4 White Cements, the iconic release. Word is this is supposed to be the biggest Jordan release of the year, well, at least so far, but does it really matter when there's so many people that are looking to get their hands on these? I mean, plus on top of that, you got the typical scalpers, resellers, and everybody. So I would say this one's definitely gonna be highly sought after. Now, it looks like we do have a little EQL raffle, which is available. We're about 8 days away from, or 9 days away from the launch right here. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, I'll go ahead and link this one in the description. Personally, for me, this is one which I'm not gonna be entering like every raffle, trying to get and everything like that. I'll pretty much just go for the Sneakers app release, W or L. But for those of you guys that are looking to secure these, man, don't let everybody fool you. This is still gonna be a difficult pair to grab. We did have exclusive access go out previously, and if you guys are looking to secure these joints, I would definitely go ahead and check out this raffle. So again, I'll go ahead and link this one down below. So we got these Jordan 4s on the way. Coming up this week, of course, we got the Mellow 12s, which are going to be dropping on Saturday. But there's also another pair that a lot of people seem to be forgetting about. We actually don't see it loaded up on the Sneakers app, which I'm guessing Nike might be planning a little surprise drop right here, which according to Sneaker Insider Uncle Chrissy, he's saying decent amount of stock coming on sneakers. So he's confirming the drop roughly around 36,000 pairs. This is the Seoul 2.0, which that 1.0 pair was a Korean exclusive, dropped years back. As you can imagine, super difficult to grab. One that, you know, kind of is regarded as one of those pairs that a lot of people missed out on. I personally feel like the 2.0 is better than the 1.0. Of course, you do have the aged sole, but I think this one's nice, man. It's kind of low-key, a little bit under the radar, just due to the fact it's not loaded up on the app. Many people may not be aware of this one, but with that being said, it looks like Jordan Brand could be planning a little bit of a surprise release here with us. So somebody put, is that sneakers allocation, referring to the 36,000 pairs? So Uncle Chrissy did confirm, yeah, sneakers app for the US. So I would say that's a decent amount of pairs to go around. Somebody asked, is it gonna be Saturday? He did confirm yes. This dude, Evan Taylor, said he's looking to secure his pair. Throwback Jack said, I'm using me and my wife's account. Now, on the other hand, doesn't seem like everybody loves this shoe. Our Music said midsole makes these ugly. People seem to be hyping, so I might go for them to flip and trade. All right, we see how it goes. This dude put future bricks. I mean, that's possible. Somebody said when, bruh, you ain't read the post right here. This dude put, it's a pass for me. And then this guy, Kamani, said, I like these, remind me of the international threes I had back in the day. So I feel like this one's a nice little contrast to like the classic white cements. I love the fact that they've included, you know, the flag on there. It's a nice touch on the tongue. So these joints are nice. Are they like a must cop for the masses? No. I think this is one that Jordan collectors and connoisseurs will definitely love to add to the collection. People that missed out on the Soul 1.0, this is definitely a solid cop. But due to the fact that there are 36,000 pairs of these going around, it's a decent amount. I could see these, maybe potentially flopping, as people like to refer to them as like bricks or something like that, which is only a great thing for the people trying to grab them. So just kind of curious to know what y'all think about these. Are you rocking with these? And with so many pairs hitting the app, do y'all feel like these could potentially be something that's an easy cop? Just curious to know what y'all would think. I feel like if these pop up on the app, it may catch a lot of people off guard. Those mellows could be a little bit of a sitter. And this could be the one that catches a lot of people off guard. So it'll be interesting to see if Nike, promotes these as like a shock drop, maybe hit us with one of those little sneaker links, or if they just load up to the app, maybe like say a day ahead of Saturday's release day. So just wanted to give you guys the heads up if you've been kind of curious about this one. This is a sneaker that's been kind of quiet. Again, it's not loaded up on the app or anything like that. So who knows? Maybe Jordan Brand could be plotting a little surprise release, but according to Uncle Chrissy, 36,000 pairs hitting the sneakers app on Saturday. So drop your feedback. Let me know what you guys think about the topics covered. Drop a rating for today's fit of the day. And if you guys enjoyed the video, I need everybody's support. Make sure y'all smash the like button down below, JA News. If y'all made it all the way through the end, drop a salute down below. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Salute. Love.